My name is Jennifer Bradley, and this is my presentation on the open systems theory. Open systems are essential for educational leaders to understand because principals should establish a practice of reviewing the school system on a continuous basis. The idea that a system consists of multiple elements of context that interact with one another, and are dependent on one another is the open systems theory. Each element of the system operates at its optimal potential when each element is efficiently interacting with other elements. There are 5 basic elements to an open system. The context of each element varies based on the system and environment. For example, we work in an education system, therefore our context will be different than that of a business or a corporation. Regardless of the context, all open systems will have these 5 basic elements. These elements are an interrelated set of elements that function as an operating unit when they work together. This all made more sense to me when I was able to identify some of the elements within the educational system. I'm also a visual learner, so I made a chart to demonstrate the process. First, you must imagine that this blue circle is the environment. The environment consists of the educational community and the school district. The input would be the students and teachers, resources, which can include a variety of things from supplies to parents and community partners. There are also various forms of technology and information. In the transformation process stage, we see things such as teaching and learning, the use of resources, technology operation, and technology management, and the various policies and procedures that come into the school district. The output then becomes the production of scholars. We also will see the depletion of resources such as our supplies. We can have needs coming from our partners in community and our parents to let us know what their needs are now as this output process. And we get lots of data from various sources such as standardized assessments and teacher collected data. What makes the system so efficient is the feedback. Administration must create opportunities for effective feedback because the feedback is then used to evaluate the system as a whole. This is a critical component of the open system because administrators must understand that they have to have knowledge of how each element operates. They must use the feedback to facilitate necessary adjustments and analyze all impacts that any change may have on the system. When we use this knowledge and the feedback to evaluate the system's efficiency, we can make some adjustments and make the system better. For example, out of that feedback, we may identify problems or a need. We can then collaborate to create solutions. We must analyze impacts that change will have to the open system. So when we're thinking of these solutions, we must stop and ask ourselves, if we make this change, will it have a negative impact on any other part of the system? We must come up with a plan on how the change will be implemented and who which stakeholders will be involved in implementing this plan, and then put the plan into action. Once we do, that new plan becomes part of the input, and the cycle will repeat itself again. As the cycle repeats itself again, we go through all of these processes again, and one more time we take in that feedback and ask ourselves, are there any adjustments that we need to make? As the cycle repeats, we are able to make adjustments to our ever-changing environment, and this is how the open system creates an efficient system. Thank you.